a second time. The state has updated on the investigation in the recent murder of Advocate Kyalo Mbobu. Honorable Speaker, on 9th of September 2025, at about 1740 hours, Mr. Matthew Kyalo Mbobu, an advocate, was driving along Magadi Road on his way home from work when he was accosted near Brookhouse International School by two unknown assailants on a motorcycle, one of whom was armed with pistol. Owing to heavy traffic caused by ongoing construction and diversions along the road, he was driving at a slow speed before he was fatally shot 8 times. The incident was reported in Langata Police Station and later taken over by Directorate of Homicide on 11th of September 2025. The scene was processed and 4 spent cartridges were recovered. The vehicle was towed to the Homicide Investigation Bureau yard for documentation, while the body was removed to Lee Funeral Home for postmortem examination, which was conducted on 11th of September 2025. The Chief Government Pathologist, Dr. Johansen Odwar, in the presence of family pathologists, opined the cause of death as multiple injuries due to gunshot wounds. 2 bullet heads were recovered from the deceased body, and together with the spent cartridges were submitted to DCI Forensic Laboratory for ballistic analysis. CCTV footage from the Segret Hotel, townhouse where the deceased office was located, and Brookhouse International School was retrieved for analysis by investigators to provide actionable leads. Several witnesses, including staff members from Kyalo Mbobu, Kyalo and associate advocates, have been interviewed and their statement recorded. Investigations led to the arrest of 3 individuals who had interacted with the deceased on the material day at Segret Hotel. During the arrest, 2 of them were found to be licensed firearm holders, and their firearms were recovered and subjected to ballistic analysis. Results excluded the firearms from involvement in the shooting. Further, no evidential link was found connecting the 3 individuals to the fatal shooting. On 16th of September 2025, investigators traced an eyewitness, Mr. Collins Amudavi, a construction worker at the bridge site near the scene. He confirmed observing a motorcycle rider waiting with the engine running near the diversion point shortly before hearing gunshots. He described the shooter as a person who was wearing a black face mask, gloves, hooded top, reflector jacket, and sweatpants. The shooter fled on the waiting motorcycle at high speed towards Galleria Mall. CCTV footage from the Brookhouse International School corroborated the presence of the motorcycle trailing the deceased vehicle. However, identification of the assailants was hindered by the use of helmets and face coverings, and the registration number plate was not clearly captured. Multiple investigation angles have been exhaustively pursued, including a gold and alleged German antiques transaction, a Korat African land transaction, a Mavoko land parcel dispute that he was handling, a professional petition, or any possibility of professional petition or legal threats, which we never, no link was been found. Ballistic link analysis also indicates that the 5 spent cartridges and 2 bullet heads were subjected to forensic comparison. The ballistic report indicated that the cartridges were fired from a Seska pistol CZ85B model or similar firearm. However, no match was established with any firearm recovered during investigations. The murder weapon remains unidentified. Allegation by Captain Kungu Muigai, following social media allegations by Captain Samuel Kungu Muigai claiming knowledge of the perpetrators, he was summoned and interrogated. He alleged the existence of a sealed affidavit and audio recording relating to a case involving judicial corruption. Such were conducted at the deceased office and residence safes in the presence of family and legal representatives. No such envelope or recording were recovered. The claim remained unsubstantiated. Given the complexity of the matter and the multiplicity of the investigative angles pursued, the case remains pending investigations. On the challenges the investigation faced in resolving the case, Honorable Speaker, the last functional HD CCTV site before leaving Nairobi city boundary is located near Langata Road, Makadi Road Junction. Beyond this point, the CCTV camera installed along Magadi Road is inactive and therefore not operational at the time of the incident. It's important to note that the most CCTV cameras within Nairobi CBD and along the route taken by the deceased were non-functional, compelling the investigating team to rely
on footage retrieved from private premises, including Sagred Hotel, the deceased office, block, townhouse, and Brookhouse International School. Nonetheless, the DCI is not relying solely on the CCTV footage, but continues to pursue other investigative avenues to generate credible leads. Regarding the steps being taken since the murder of the advocate, Honorable Speaker, the National CCTV Integrated Command, Control and Communication System currently provides extensive surveillance coverage in Nairobi and Mombasa. This system comprises approximately 1,899 surveillance cameras and 281 NPR cameras deployed across 664 sites nationwide, with Nairobi hosting the largest concentration. Coverage includes Nairobi CBD and key arteries such as Thika Superhighway, Mombasa Road, Jogoo Road, Ngong Road, Wayaki Road, as well as critical installations including airports, government buildings, and major intersections. The IC3 surveillance infrastructure is fully integrated into the operational framework of security agencies, providing them with direct real-time access to CCTV feeds, archived footage, and investigations and enhanced safety. However, the continued accessibility of these systems remain dependent on leased network infrastructure and collocated data centers, underscoring the need for long-term migration to government-owned network to guarantee uninterrupted access and operational independence. While some of these cameras remain operational and critical to policing and investigation, the overall effectiveness of the system is constrained by damage, dependence on leased fiber infrastructure, and inactive sites. The existing CCTV and NPR systems have been in operation for over 8 years. The natural expiry of their product life cycle, both hardware components such as servers, storage, and network devices, and software have reached end life and can no longer sustain reliable operation. In areas where public CCTV cameras are non-functional, the National Police Service supplements surveillance efforts through partnership with private entities including hotels, schools, and office blocks, which provide CCTV footage upon request to support ongoing investigation and security operations. A proposal to expand CCTV coverage to additional major towns is underway. The government is working to restore all non-operational cameras and extend surveillance coverage beyond Nairobi and Mombasa. The next question is regarding measures put in place by Ministry to strengthen community-based intelligence. Honorable Speaker, the government is revitalizing community policing, establishing dedicated online like Fichok or DCI, embracing community